official Prince TV in the building, y'all. You guys know how it is. Listen, man, we're here to talk to you about some stuff, but hey, my boy Jermaine Collins in the building, yo.
What's happening, people? Yeah, man, we're here to be, man. You notice we're in black.
I know.
Yeah. I don't know if we're mourning or grieving, but we're doing something.
Well, I guess it's really appropriate for this video.
Yeah, we didn't even plan the color. We didn't even plan the color. But you know what? Let's go.
Let's go, man. Listen, people, what's going on? Listen, I've been called upon to kind of throw this video out there, and I want to do it. Listen, we're going to talk about, you know what I mean, obviously what's going on right now with, you know what I mean, that killing of George Floyd by the police in New York and stuff like that. And we're going to show you a bit of the video, and then we get right into the conversation.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's talk about it.
Again, we're glad to have you guys here with us, and you guys are free to comment.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Let us know what you're thinking. You know what I mean? We're just going to share our thoughts. It's not gospel, but you know what I mean?
Everybody we're speaking about life, man.
Yeah, everybody has a voice, and
exactly.
You deserve to express yourself the way you so choose, right? Whether you're black, white, yellow, whatever creed, whatever background, you know what I mean? As long as you're a human being, you're allowed to express oneself.
I believe
right?
so. Let's do it.
All right, so let's get right into this, man.
There's water or something. Please. I can't breathe all the time.
All right, so Jermaine, you have seen the video. You know, we just take a look at the video, and you know, what I mean, it's basically showing where you know, what I mean, you know, Floyd is saying, you know, Floyd's been kind of contained by the police and stuff like that, being detained. And the police, whatever the case may be, seems like there was some little mix-up where police was called.
Yeah.
And based on what you just saw, where, you know what I mean, they're showing that Floyd is saying, I can't breathe. And the police is just there with his knee in his neck and just show no remorse whatsoever. I mean, listen, I know how I feel, but I want to hear from you.
Well, I didn't start really watching the videos that have been circulating until maybe the last 2 days. Yeah, because I think this is it a week old now?
Yeah, approximately. Yeah,
approximately
happened
a week old,
last.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I saw the video, I think it's the original one. Bro, I I didn't care if he arrest the man and all of these things. But it's the fact that, you know, even if I rest my fist right here, you put your fist right here for like a few minutes, you're gonna feel it.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And for him to have his knee, and I know he was applying pressure.
Of course. I mean,
he knew what he was doing. Definitely know what he was doing. And you know what I mean? And to the fact that, you know, the man is crying out and he wasn't resisting
arrest.
You know what I mean? Until I start looking at all the other videos them from different angles, I'm like, man, this is more than police brutality. Like, this is a personal, I don't know,
vendetta or something.
Listen, bro. And when I started to dive into the videos and looking at every angles, and then, you know, so literally, I tears came to my eyes.
Wow.
And literally today again, when you called me, I was just finishing watching the video. I came in and sat down and I'm like, what could be going through this man's mind to be sitting down to do that? You know what I mean? It make you want to hate the police force. Or you just want to hate him. Or hate white folks. You understand what I'm saying? But you see, the thing is, I can't say every cop is like that, every white people is like that.
Yeah.
But it's him. I think he has an issue. You know, and I go back to his starting place, his beginning, what he was taught growing up, for him to be bringing this vendetta behavior. You know what I mean? To black people, to black folks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Virgin, I saw in the news that his wife immediately filed for divorce after 10 years. You know what I mean? I wish his family well and all of these things. But, and then I heard that he got third degree. a simple black man running down the street or whatever, or a simple black man got caught doing something. That's life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if I can say if living in the state is something I want to do, or maybe living in certain parts of the states. You know what I mean? But you hear these things with Trayvon. Is it Trayvon Green?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This dude that was in Atlanta unnecessary. You know what I mean? From Malcolm X days, from what's his name? Martin Luther King, all of these things.
The Nelson Mandelas of the
Bro,
world.
even the guy that they beat with that baton, that guy. Oh my goodness, I don't remember his name.
Was Eric Gardner?
Yeah, but there's so many of them.
So many cases, man.
You know what I mean? But the thing is, I don't know if it's a system going to be changed to the point that I see all of these rioting, you know, and I'm not saying the rioting is bad, but, you know, it can be done appropriately. But because I know there's some extremists behind this rioting, creating all of these problems for the president to be doing what he's doing. You know what I mean? Some parts I can't blame him. You know what I mean? Maybe you guys may say, you know what, I'm wrong to say that. But, you know what I mean? Yeah, you have to use wisdom in everything. There's have to be some order. You know what I mean? And if there's no order, people gonna go ballistic. And I've seen that. You know, I sat here all day when I came in watching CNN, watching CB24. And I'm like, some of these riots are unnecessary.
Let me go back from where you started at the beginning.
Yeah.
Right? You know, I saw when I saw this video and it was really sickening to me, despicable. Like, I couldn't believe that, you know, because cops supposed to really protect and serve.
Yeah.
Like, when you're in the cops' presence, you should feel protected.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And it shouldn't be, even though I do something wrong, that was not called for. The guy was detained. He was not resisting arrest, like you pointed out, rightfully so, right? And not just that cop, because when you look at different angles, there was another 3 cops holding his feet and stuff like that. And I'm like,
don't let me start on those 3.
I'm like, come on, guys, like. The guy is saying all you have to do is ease your foot off his neck. Like, you said,
I think one of them mentioned that. Yeah, but yeah,
just ease your foot off his neck. He's just there. You can see the look in his face, you listen. I'm out for blood. Yeah, basically, and it was really sickening to watch. Really sickening. And
you know the funniest thing? They said this man have so much complaint, over 12 complaint or more than that complaint on him with stuff like this. And how you don't see that as a police force?
Waiting till they get to this point.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
It's disheartening. And I cannot believe we're still fighting stuff.
Let it be, God. Can I use that word?
Man, you can say whatever you can say.
I said, God damn.
Like, it's crazy, man.
Black man with his foot on a certain, on a white folks or whatever part of this country, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a problem. They're gonna kill him right away. You understand what I'm saying? Don't get me started on that, because I saw a crazy video today on IG and I couldn't believe what I saw. Another black man got attacked.
It's crazy.
When this thing gonna stop, man?
When is it gonna stop? It was the Eric Gardner of the world, you know, a similar case. Like, I feel like we are reading about these things like on a weekly basis now.
Yeah.
Like, it's like this hate has become a norm of the society. Like, we are reading about it, and we know racism has been going back for hundreds of years. We know that.
Still here. They're just trying to cover it up, and it's not happening. You see it blatantly every single, you know, when you're on the street, bro. You know, we're gonna do one segment when I talk about an experience I had.
Yeah, oh sure.
You know, but it was a great experience. It turned into a great experience. You know what I mean? But is the encounter of it? You know, it was terrible, but it turned into a great experience. But that's another topic. But this here, you know, seeing what's going on, and I hope this really send a message to who needs to get this message. You know what I mean? What's going on from CNN to every TV network that is covering this thing. You know what I mean? It is disgusting, and I will love it. Maybe you and I can do nothing, but I hope this can stimulate something to help.
That's right, having
to be
a
part of
conversation.
this, you know what I mean? You know, and if your audience them want to leave comments on all of these things, if they want to hear more topics on this, they need, you know, I want you guys to put your comments and do what you got to do. You know what I mean? And say something about it, because, you know, I'm a black man, honestly. And honestly, I tell you sometimes, anytime I go across the state, you know, it's like a fear come over people. You know what I mean? But because I don't walk in fear. You understand? But my life feels like I just feel the stigma. Especially when I go more down south. Bro, oh my goodness. But, you know, it's what it is. Is it going to change? I heard Prime Minister, I heard the President say, put out a statement, and it's urgent implementing some extreme force. But my problem is, I understand what's going on right now, but the rioting, some of it's unnecessary.
This is my thought process towards the rioting, right? Because like I say, we've been fighting this shit. Sorry, man, guys, I have to use that word, but that's what it's disgusting. We've been fighting this thing for years, and when someone is screaming for help, or someone is, you know what I mean, and no one is hearing, right? There becomes a boiling point. There becomes a boiling point, and Floyd was just the boiling point. You understand? People say, no, we cannot allow this to happen anymore. I'm not for rioting, but you got to go back to the root cause of everything. Why all this thing is happening. We didn't just get up and start a riot just like that. But because you've been treated unfairly, we're not looking for revenge, but you're looking for, you know, equality of life. You understand? Everybody should be treated fairly. You understand? And I know because it's been happening so long, there's a thin line. It looks like revenge, but really we're screaming for is, you know what I mean, a balance of, you know what I mean, the system. Let everyone be treated equally. You have to be treated equally. Are you going to have these things? There's going to be a revolution. You know what I mean? People's going to revolt. It's just the way it is. These things be going on for years, man. Years. We are exhausted of it. Like, I don't know how you feel. Like you said, man, sometimes I'm walking the streets, man, and I see a cop, and I have to straighten up. Like, you understand? Because
what?
You're not even doing anything. Because we don't make trouble.
Oh my goodness gracious.
We can't even. I don't even feel comfortable wearing a hoodie for fashion. As fashion.
Roger, I don't even. No, I don't. And I hardly wear it.
I hardly wear it because I'm just like, it's the certain time of the night and I'm gonna be profiled. I'm backing out of that shit. I prefer to just stay quiet. Like, you know what I mean? I want to live long. It's like yes, I want to look nice in a little hoodie and it's cool and you understand, you want to look fashionable and all that stuff. But if not wearing it gonna prolong my life, I'm gonna have to choose the latter.
When is this going to change, man? You know something. I realized the new generation, they're breaking out of that mentality thinking. But it's the old generation that's still lingering around.
The 50-year-olds, the 60-year-olds, you know, and stuff like that.
Yeah, they just have this aura and this, you know, I don't know, man. They just have this thing that was instilled in them growing up.
It's in their DNA.
Yeah, it's like the parents say, you know, this is black, this is white. You pound on this stick here until it break. Yeah. And it just every day, every day, till it become part of them. You know, so when they go down the street, they see this. That's what they're gonna keep pounding on. And it gotta stop, people. Honestly, I don't know. You know, to the point that it costs you want to just walk around with things. And it's not necessary.
It's not, man. We don't, like, listen, every life is important, but now we have to choose a side now where we are saying Black Lives Matter. Because Black Lives is being hunted down, like, for some reason. If they keep it up, we'll be extinct in a matter of years.
You know, part of it, you see, when we walk out, bro, it's like we walk out with this power and this aura over us. So people will fear that. You understand? When they see you, there's this demeanor about us as colored people. You know what I mean? But you know the funniest thing? We're not racist people, you know. We love people, you know.
But that's the thing. You're only forced to think certain way. Like, there was a guy, one of my good buddies that follows my channel. His name is Deacon, right? And because of this type of thing, the way how black people has been treated over the years, right? He will tell you right away that he doesn't like white people.
Yeah.
And you're forced to choose that way because if hatred has been thrown at you for years, right? Now you're forced to like, okay, hatred is coming from that way, so let me stay away from that side and focus on where I'm getting loved, and who I'm loving me, which is more likely your black folks. Yeah. But we don't want to have to think that way because I have a lot of good white colleagues. I'm from different backgrounds and stuff. Great people. And like you mentioned earlier, there are good cops in the system.
There are
good white cops in the system. And I have a few friends in the system. You understand? But sometimes it takes, and my grandma used to always want to say, one mangy sheep just spoiled the whole flock.
Oh, bullshit. You understand? You know what I mean? Please, we have to do better. Man. We have to do better, man. Because, the funniest thing, that person who's discriminate us and, maybe walking on the street, trip and fall, and you still have to go over there and help him up. Some people may say, you know what, leave him, make him die. But that's not my nature. I wasn't born in slavery days, so that's not my mindset. You know what I mean? People born in certain era will have certain type of thinking, and they will still keep that today, even though we're trying to shift.
It's amazing we're still fighting this battle, man. Like, I mean, the Martin Luther Kings of the world, the Mandela, so much pioneers past and legends, been fighting this war. And they give him, I remember when I was Pastor Taylor always say, we came a long way, but we still have such a long way to go.
We still have a long way to go. You know what I mean? And
still have such a long way to go.
It's we hope things change. You know what I mean? And get better. It's getting better. You know what I mean? But it's the little residue that we're dealing with.
I don't know if it's little, man, because I think one of the things that people think it's more prevalent now is not really more prevalent now. It's just that social media, everybody can record stuff now.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yeah. So before we used just to hear about stories and we wonder what happened. Yeah. Now we are seeing what's happening.
Exactly.
And it hasn't changed. That's what's been happening before. Now we just have tangible evidence.
Evidence.
Yeah, we just have evidence.
The thing is, they were talking about what about the body cam for the cops that were holding the man down. Those are the evidence that they're waiting on now to deliberate, to know where they're going to take it, because they're getting videos from different angles.
But that's not surprise.
And I'm very happy that all of these, that they're implementing these body cam on cops. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they're human beings, and I understand that they have their job to do. But at the end of the day, they're human beings, and they're gonna mess up, and they're gonna use their authority to use it to fight the system. Never, you know what I mean? Counter any problem with the law, with police or anything, soldier. But I've been in midst of things that I've seen cops dealt with people because they use their power to do certain things. I've seen it, you know what I mean? And I'm like, as a youngster growing up, do I want to be a cop or police? Based on this behavior? You know what I mean? I'm like, are you kidding me? I don't. What you did, it's not necessary. It wasn't necessary. I think you're trying to prove a point. You know what I mean? I think there has to be. I know you have a goddamn heart. I know you do. But you see, the thing is what they were taught. Don't tell me it's mental issue. Don't tell me it's bipolar. If you guys, because they said he had a lot of complaints like that, because I think some form of mental disorder or something like that, and you still have him out there like this. You still have him out there like this. What's going on at his house? Let's talk to his wife, see his behaviors.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Interview his wife. Why she jumped, gone, and said she wanted a divorce after 10 years. Maybe he have been doing shit at home, and then it lead to this built up, big break.
Who to know? Who to knows, right? Who to know? It's just never know.
Leave your comment, man, because I think this one gonna, I think Corona not gonna be the prime the prime suspect right now. This what's going on. It is the problem. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm glad people are still covering up and stuff like that and doing their thing. But at the end of the day, please, I'm begging you guys, the where you guys mashing up other stores and stuff, it's unnecessary. Because at the end of the day, when all of this dust settle, we still have to go to these stores. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Use your head. I understand we're angry, but we can do it smart.
Protest peacefully. You know what I mean? Protest is definitely where we gotta come together and make much better decisions. Yeah.
And then you see this bastard with this truck driving down dude. I thought this man was gonna knock down everybody. I thought something was gonna explode out there.
And you do that and expect nobody to retaliate after you do that.
Oh my God! I don't know who was in the truck. I heard there was a guy with his wife in the truck or something like that. That's what I heard. But it's just news, right? Until we know it was. Bro, my heart leap.
I saw that. I'm just like, he's gonna run over everybody.
That was another case coming. But please, let's do this safe. You know what I mean? Let's do this in a safe way, and let us be better and do better, man. You know what I mean? And Trump said put out a statement, curfew for 7 o'clock. You know what I mean? And the one is on the road after that, they're gonna be charged, and it's gonna be serious. You know what I mean? Well, what's your thought on that?
Listen, you guys, to be continued. You guys want to hear the thoughts on that for sure. Listen, the official Prince TV family.
Leave your comment.
Leave your comments. Your boy Jermaine Cowan, your Mr. Jermaine Cowan. You guys check out his channel.
Sorry. When you called me, bro, I was going through a very emotional, rough part of this with this thing because of the things that I'm seeing. It breaks my heart, and then I'm like, God damn it! What if it was one of my child? What if it's my child? Not one of my. If it's my child, it's only one child. Or any family member. What would I have done? But the brother for the guy said, you know what? He want everybody to do it peacefully. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, in memory of his death, you want something positive to come out of this. You know what I mean?
Something positive.
So we're not promoting violence and stuff like that, but I understand where everything is stemmed from and the root where everything is stemmed from, and people are just, overwhelmed. Oh my God. That's basically what it is. Listen, guys, to be continued, we're gonna be having conversations, multiple conversations this week, next week, This month is all about conversations, man.
This guy.
You know what I mean?
Oh man, I've got to take a run, guy. I need to breathe. My God.
Just be careful, y'all. We're out of here.
I'm out of here, man.
Peace out. Black Lives Matters, y'all. Black Lives Matters. We gotta do better. We gotta be better.
We gotta do better.
We gotta do better. Come on, cops. We gotta do better.
Tell them to leave your comment.
Okay.
We should continue this.
Okay. To be continued, leave your comments down below, y'all. We'll read all of them and we'll respond accordingly. All right. We are out of here.